First, we will be going through the main flow of our restaurant. As our restaurant is reservation only, the first step is to create a reservation booking. Here, the staff must input the customer's name, contact number, number of packs, reservation timing in this specified format, and whether or not the customer has a membership card. Here, we can see the details of our reservation timing in addition to the reservation timing expiry. Next, we can check our reservation booking. We enter our contact number to check for our reservation booking, and here are the details of our reservation. Next, we can check that a table has been assigned to us. Here, we can see that a table with a table ID of 1 and a maximum capacity of 2 has been assigned to us. Now, we can create our order. To create the order, we input our reservation contact number, and we input the employee ID that will be handling this order. Now, we can add or remove items to our order. Here, we can choose to add an order item or remove an order item. Now, we can choose whether to add a menu item or to add a promotional set. Here, we add a menu item. So we input the corresponding ID of the menu item that we would like to add, and we can continue to add menu items to our order. If we would like to remove an order item, we can input 5, input a reservation contact number, and input 2 to remove an order item. And then we input the corresponding ID of the menu item that we would like to remove from our order. Finally, we can add the last item to our order. Now we can view our order. Here we see the order list with each of the items and their respective prices. After the customer has completed their meal, we can print out the order invoice. We input our contact number, and here we can see the order invoice with the details of the server, table, number of packs, the date, as well as all of our order items. And here, since the customer was a member, there was a 5% member discount applied on the total price. And as we can see, our reservation has been removed. Now, to check that our reservation has been removed, we can choose to check the reservation booking. So here we input our contact number, and as we can see, it says that we did not make a reservation. Now, we can also confirm that the table that had previously been assigned to us is now free. As we can see, the table that was assigned to us with the table ID of 1 is now false. Finally, we can print the sale revenue report. First, I will add a few more orders to populate the sale revenue report. After adding a few more orders, we can choose to print the sale revenue report by period. Here we choose to print it for a specific month. And here we choose 11 and 11 as we would like to print the sale revenue report for the month of November. Here we can see the details of the revenue report with all of the items that were ordered as well as their total prices. Now, we would like to go through the 3 essential test cases. So the first test case to test for is the case of full reservation. So first we start by creating some reservation presets to create a fully booked restaurant. Next, we can try to create a reservation booking as normal. Now, as we can see, the console prints out a message that states that all of the tables for 2 are fully booked. We can try to create a reservation booking with a different number of packs. Once again, we can see that all of the tables have been fully booked. So when a customer tries to create a reservation with a fully booked restaurant, a message is displayed on the console that states that all of the tables for that specific number of packs are fully booked. The table availability can be checked to confirm that all of the tables of the restaurant have been assigned as true, showing that all of them have been booked. The next essential test case to test for is the releasing of tables upon payment. The first step is to create a reservation booking. Next, we can check that our table has been confirmed by checking the table availability. Here we can see that we have been assigned to a table with a table ID of 5. Now we can create an order. Here we choose to add a promotional set to our order. We input the corresponding ID of the promotional set that we would like to add. Now we can view our order. And after completing the meal, we can print out the order invoice. After printing out the order invoice, we can check that our table is free. As we can see, the table that we had been previously assigned to with a table ID of 5 is now false. The third essential test case to test for is the removing of reservations upon period expiry. So we start by creating a reservation. For our restaurant, a reservation is automatically expired 30 minutes after the reservation booking timing. So we look at the current time and we put a reservation for 30 minutes before. Here we put the reservation for 10:27 p.m., which is half an hour before the current time. We can check our reservation booking. We can also check the table availability to confirm that our table has been reserved. Now we wait for 1 minute to pass so that the time on the clock is 10:57 p.m. As we can see, at 10:57 p.m., the console automatically prints out a message that states that your reservation has been removed. In order to confirm that our reservation has been removed, we can check our reservation booking. Here we see that we did not make a reservation. We can also check the table availability to confirm that the table that was previously assigned to us is now false. Finally, we can test cases 1 and 2 in the main app, which deals with the creation, updation, and removal of both menu items and promotional sets. So first, we can start off with creating a menu item. Here we input 1 to create a menu item, and we have to input the new menu in this format. And here we can see our new menu item with an ID of 7. Now, to update the menu item, we input 2, and we input the ID of the menu item that we would like to update. And we enter the updated data in this format. Here, we're changing orange juice to watermelon juice. Now, if we input 1 again, we can see our updated menu item with an item ID of 7. Next, we can remove a menu item. We input the ID of the menu item that we would like to be removed. And we can press 1 again to display the menu. And here we can see that the menu item has been removed from the menu. Next, we can create, update, or remove a promotional set. Here, we input 1 to create a promotional set. We input the new promotion set in this format respectively. Next, we can add menu items to our promotion set. We input 2 to update the promotion, and we input the ID of the promotional set that we would like to update. Here we can add new items to the set. We input the menu ID of the item that we would like to insert to the set. Here we input 2. Now we can add more items to the promotional set. Now we can remove menu items from the promotional set. Here we can remove the item with an item ID of 6 from the promotional set. Finally, we input 3 to remove the promotion. We input the ID of the promotional set that we would like to remove. And finally, as we can see, the promotional set has been removed from the list of promotional sets.